Hello, this is Yejin, and today I want to talk about Fibonacci sequence. A lot of people would have thought while learning math in school, why do I have to study this? Where does this help? However, math is pretty close to our daily lives. Have you ever heard about a golden ratio? You might say yes. There are some examples of golden ratio in our lives, such as credit cards, cigarette cases, A4 papers. But do you know what is the basis of this golden ratio? It is the Fibonacci sequence. Then, what is the Fibonacci sequence that can be found easily in our lives? Before explaining the daily example of Fibonacci sequence, it is necessary to understand the basic rule of it. Warning: it can be boring. Do not lose your attention. The Fibonacci sequence is a series of numbers in which each number is the sum of the two that precede it. Starting at 0 and 1. The sequence looks like this: 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, and so on. It can be expressed in formula. xn plus 2 is xn plus 1 plus xn when n is bigger or equal with 0. As you can see, it can be applied like this: 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, and so on. If you understand this principle, you can learn more about the Fibonacci sequence. However, still, if it is hard to understand, there is an easier way to help you understand this boring definition. Do you like cute rabbits? Now, those rabbits will help you understand boring definition of Fibonacci sequence. Let's set some rules for the number of rabbits' reproductions. There are 3 rules. 1. A baby rabbit one term to be an adult rabbit. 2. A couple of adult rabbits can reproduce a couple of baby rabbits in one term. 3. A is a couple of adult rabbits. B is a couple of baby rabbits. So, let's start with 1b. The first term later, 1b will change into 1a. In the second term, A rabbits give birth to 1b. The third term later, the baby rabbits of A give birth 1b again, and the 1b became another 1a. After the fourth term, there will be 3 couples of A rabbits and 2 couples of B rabbits. What happens next term? There will be 5 couples of A rabbits and 3 couples of B rabbits. But did you find the rules in this rabbit's reproduction? The first term was 1, the second term was 1, third term was 2, fourth term was 3, fifth term was 5, the sixth term was 8. The number of rabbits changes following the Fibonacci sequence. You can still feel bored with the Fibonacci sequence, but listen, there are the amazing points of the Fibonacci sequence in nature. The Fibonacci sequence has a nickname named Nature's Secret Chord. As mentioned earlier, the Fibonacci sequence is closely related to the golden ratio, which was pointed out by German astronomer Johannes Kepler. The ratio fn plus 1 of fn of 2 adjacent number of the Fibonacci sequence converges to the golden ratio pi when n goes infinity, and this ratio can be easily found in nature. The leafy sequence of plant is one of the best of the Fibonacci sequence. The leafy sequence is the arrangement of leaves from the stem, usually denoted by T of n. It is the rate at which n leaves come out during T rotations. Oak and cherry blossom ratios are 2 of 5, poplar rose willows 1 is 3 of 8, almonds 1 is 5 of 13. More than 90% of plants follow this Fibonacci sequence. The Fibonacci sequence can be also found in the spiral shape of a conch or gastropod, and the form of typhoon and sea wave. People can make life better by using Fibonacci sequence. The Fibonacci sequence is used to tune in music and in visual art. Also, it is used to determine the length of artworks or the format of content. Bartók Bella's Music for Strings, Percussion, and Celesta is a representative work of art with Fibonacci sequence. For another example, in medicine, if a person has a finger amputated by an accident, He or she can get a prosthetic finger with a suitable length by calculating the golden ratio of the person's finger as a Fibonacci sequence. As you listen above, the Fibonacci sequence is not just a number sequence with certain rules. It is applied in many areas of our lives, from nature to artifacts. In addition, the possibility of humans making our lives better using Fibonacci sequence is endless. Why don't you look forward to the emergence of Fibonacci sequence in our financial life? Thank you for listening.